My grandfather would love to punch you. So we have a problem. We've lost Oreo. I have a lot of stuff that I think about and end up not doing. Now, this is all poison oak. There's mountain lions out here. There's coyotes. So I'm in my garage right now. Before we head down the hill to do the final layers of cinder block, I wanted to show you the door. So it's a little taller than I was remembering, and my total height on my cinder block is only supposed to be 8 feet 4 inches. Well, this door is 8 feet 2 inches. I was hoping to have at least one layer of cinder block above the door, right? So I might have to go down there, measure this out, maybe rethink it. I was really hoping to be able to use this door for it, but I'm not quite sure this is gonna be the door for me. We're just gonna have to go down there and check it out. Just wanted to show you my friend's mud mixer that he's lending me. It's fun because this one has all of the writing still on it, so I can actually read it. Wanted to show you my haul from Home Depot. I can't pass up a good deal at Home Depot. So these are normally about 10 bucks a piece. They had a whole rack. I think there was 15 on the rack, 78 cents. So I went ahead and bought all of them. These are a little better because they have a rubber grip on them that allows me to not get the concrete coming through my gloves like I do the 3-pack $7.99 Home Depot gloves. I also brought down some discounted from Tractor Supply. Was $8, now it's $3.59. Insect spray. I also got some foam. Now what am I gonna use this for? So on the sides here of my corner, you can see that I'm getting a lot of concrete. Oh, you can see it back there. You can see right back there, there's a whole bunch of concrete laying on the ground that I need to get out to get my vapor barrier up. And I just now noticed that. That's kind of a problem. But it's basically coming out of these holes here because they're crisscrossed. And because of that, what I'm gonna use this for is I'm gonna spray it in to these areas right here to prevent the concrete from coming out, because this isn't giving any strength right here. So I'm gonna fill up just a little bit of this as I go up, like right here. Also, it will help cover up my rebar. And see, like right here, I'm gonna fill up this little section right there with the quick foam. When I pour the concrete in from the top and it comes down, it's not just gonna squirt out of here. So that's what this is for. And that's the update on what I got from Home Depot today on day 13. People have said, why aren't you using mortar in between here? And that is correct. You should be using mortar in here, but I am not. So what I've been doing to level this as I go is basically putting in a little bit of these concrete rocks, letting the concrete harden, and now it's all level, right? So for going forward, I bought some shims here, and we can see that this top layer that doesn't have concrete in it, so this right here has concrete, but these ones don't. But if we take a look here, look how far off that is. That's really far there. So it needs to basically come out to there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little shim, just get one. All right, so let's see, we got the little shim in there. And then whenever you're done with these, you just break them off. Let's see, look how much better that is. But we need to go a little bit more, so. Oh yeah, okay. I wanted to show you what I was doing to here with the handy dandy crack filler. That'll harden, and now nothing's gonna come out of there. I guess a little more. I'll go ahead and fill this guy. I think I get why people are so afraid of OSHA. I mean, is this smart to be walking on all this? No, not really. Is it that dangerous? Whoa. Okay, maybe. But I think I'm being safe. But I could get why, like, these rebar pieces are kind of scary if I was walking up there. So you be careful, Bear. I don't want you slipping. Don't go on that. Or are you the OSHA supervisor? Yeah, you look like OSHA. Wanted to give a quick 2-hour in update. So we got the mud mixer set up. We got a few more layers of brick on it. I have my lips coming for the window. This will be the squared in. Now, I have a plan to bridge this gap, and basically I'm gonna use this little nook in here that's meant for rebar, and I'm gonna go to Home Depot after today, so it's gonna be a tomorrow type thing, is I'm gonna get a 2x4 or 2x3 piece of wood and let that sit in there and run all the way across to there. And then I should be able to just stack my brick right on top of that all the way over. Now, I'll definitely put a support right here in the middle going up and supporting that piece that comes all the way across. So it'll be something like that going across, and I'll be able to stack the brick right on top of it, but that'll sag in the middle once it has a bunch of concrete in it. So I'll have this being underneath it, supporting up that brace. There is something that I won't show on the shorts, but for the people who are watching on Instagram, on YouTube, that are, really into this project that I'm doing, because I've never done this before, right? That's the whole point of the whole thing, is I've never stacked brick like this, is I have one wall that is really, really wavy, and I don't know if the camera can see it, but this is a wavy wall. It's almost S-shaped. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to see on the camera. Maybe from this way you can see it. Okay, let's see. Let's see if you can see it there. You can see just, this is the it's a hump right here. And maybe cameras can't catch it, but either way, you just have to take my word for it. Actually, let me climb up here without getting in trouble with my OSHA guardian dog that's up here. Let's see if you can see this. So I got a wavy wall. The other wall, totally fine, totally fine, totally fine. It's just, for whatever reason, I'll be a little more honest too. I knew this was gonna be a wavy wall from about, I don't know, 1, 2, from right here. I pretty much knew this thing was gonna be a little wavy. But like I said in the very beginning, if you're off by a 1/16 of an inch on the bottom, by the time you get to the top, you're off by almost an inch. So we're a little bit less than that. Either way, I like my wavy wall. I love my wavy wall. And I don't know how that's gonna come out design-wise. Maybe if somebody has a suggestion. So I had a few concrete blowouts happen. I wanted to show you why the foam was important. So these holes where this was just bursting out of, I can just now pull this all off. You can see there's concrete in there, but now I can just foam that off later. My door is basically gonna be to the height of that rebar that's sticking up on both sides. That's either gonna be really cool or way too big of a door. The door opens outwards, so that's one good thing, to where it doesn't take up too much of the inside. Maybe you guys could let me know whether or not you think the door is too big for this spot. So we have a problem. We've lost Oreo. Coco's been screaming bloody murder, and so I'm gonna go search for Oreo now. Good news and kind of bad news, but the good news is that I don't see him within this 5 acres here that he would be in. And I just found this fence. Bad news, it looks like it's been pretty much, somebody jumped over it, kind of got caught in it, maybe trying to eat these tree branches here. Oh, God damn it. That lucky little bastard. Look at where he is. Guts, guts, guts. Oreo. Guts, guts, guts. He has no clue. There's mountain lions out here. There's coyotes. Guts, guts, guts. Come on, look at him. He's eating as he comes back up, and he's lost. You gotta be thirsty, man. Come on, get in there. Oh yeah, he's limping a little bit. He totally fell down that hill. His foot must have got stuck in the fence when he jumped over it. You look a little winded. You guys happy to be back together? All right. let me know what you guys want in long form videos. I'll be very responsive because all my people that are looking at me and watching my videos is mostly on Instagram. I think I only have 500, almost 500 people here on YouTube. I want to post longer form videos. I have a lot of stuff that I think about and end up not doing. If you don't like something, tell me, hey, you could probably skip that. How about you do this? How about you talk about this? You guys tell me what you want to talk about on these long form videos. I was kind of thinking it was going to be fun to go through the comments. Let's take a look at day 11 and see if we got any good posts. Drew What's a Photo on Instagram said, is a retaining wall not required? So you would be absolutely right. The rock here is pretty much holding the earth back. There is a little bit that wants to fall in, but I'm actually not going to fill up the voids that are on each side of this wall. And maybe I can even show you really quick. Let's take a look. Hopefully this doesn't fall my new camera. So you can see there's a void on the outside here, and there's no soil up against it. So I'm gonna keep it that way. And then you're probably asking, then how is it gonna look like the AI photo? Well, that's because I'm gonna have basically an awning come out from the side of the wall right to where the surface level is as the hill comes up on the side of the cinder block, and it's gonna remain an empty void. So sure, there might be a little bit of soil that falls onto that awning. That'd be fine, it's already gonna be covered. If any falls underneath, there's enough room at the very base, and that's actually where it's really strong, where the wall connects down into the slab. That's a really strong part of the wall. It would be okay if a foot of soil piled up there. This wall is going to be really strong. While I'm not building this correctly with, mortar between all the joints, and it's not perfectly level, there's a lot of things not professional about this wall. But nonetheless, it's filled with concrete on every single cell. So it's a strong wall, and I have a lot of number 5 rebar in it. It's going to be okay. So that's why I don't need a retaining wall. Did you put French drains around it and underneath it before you built it? Yes, that's down in I think day 2 or day 3. When I had gravel come, I put a drain in it while I was putting the gravel in. This guy, Hard Luck 1984, says he will never be able to see out that window. Once the condensation hits, it's just gonna be vapor in the cavity. Now, he would be right, but like I just said, with the awning and basically a cavity between my walls and the earth, all this moisture is coming from the earth. So if I am able to vent that area, that gap in between my retaining wall and the soil, and that has a better ventilation than the actual cellar does, it's actually gonna pull it reverse, where it's gonna try and pull and breathe out of the cellar. So I might get condensation on the inside of the window is what I'm hoping. So I'm actually hoping it's the exact opposite from what Hard Luck 1984 is saying. Now, that's not to say that if I can't get good enough ventilation, that could be something that happens. Grant RBI 15 says, my grandfather would love to punch you. It helped me. Maybe the way I stacked brick, I need more information to know why his grandfather wants to punch me. A series of French drains farther up the hill, strokesmanship. Yeah, if there's too much water coming down the hill or maybe my drain fails, or I can't, for whatever reason I messed up on something, that is an option. If I have a lot of surface water coming down, I could put some French drains right on the hill before the hill hits the cigar cellar, and that could help get surface water away from the cellar.